Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are here to talk about the Kylie Skin Care line. So if that is something you're interested in watching, you're in the right place. We're about to get into it.
I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf.
So Kylie Jenner, for those of you that don't know, Kylie Jenner is the youngest of the Kardashian girls, and she already has a cosmetics line. I'm sure everybody out there knows about Kylie's lip kits, which she is really super popular for. She also has multiple palettes. She has concealers. She's done quite a few launches in the cosmetics industry. Not all of those launches have always gone so smooth. She is no stranger to controversy when it comes to different product launches. I'll never forget the dust up over her brushes. Everyone said they were so overpriced, etc. So there was a rather healthy amount of skepticism out there in the industry when she announced Kylie Skin. Now, Kylie Skin is her first ever skincare line, and she didn't launch with just one or two products. She actually came out with quite a few, and we're going to talk about all of them tonight. So before we get into the skincare line itself, I do want to address a couple of things. You guys know that I am going to go over the ingredients. We're going to go over my opinion on these. Keep in mind, this is just my opinion, and this is going to be my opinion after only having tried these products for a week. So I did not go through this skincare routine for like 90 days. Having said that, there's not really anything in this first initial line that's a treatment of any sort. In other words, there's not anything in here like, something that claims it's going to clear up acne or something that claims it's going to get rid of wrinkles. Things that would require a significant period of time. There's not really anything in this skincare line just yet that requires 90 days worth of use in order to see if it's an effective product or not. I think for everything that she's launched in this skincare set, I have a pretty good handle on it. Now let's talk about sources. So I do have a couple of sources. As a cosmetics researcher, there are several different avenues that I go down when it comes to researching products. And I want to make sure that you guys have these tools at your disposal as well, because a lot of people don't even know that these tools exist. There is a couple of websites out there that will actually break down a specific product for you and give it a rating. One of those websites is called CosDNA. I'll make sure that I have the link for that down in the description bar below so that you guys can bookmark it and save it for your own use. Now, what CosDNA does is it takes popular products and it breaks them down by ingredients. It also rates each individual ingredient on a scale of 1 to 9. Basically, anything on the lower end of that scale is going to be in the green area. Anything on the upper kind of middle to high area will be in yellow, and anything on that high range will be in red. So it's kind of like a stoplight. Green is good, yellow is and red is bad. So you'll see anything that's rated like a 1, a 2, or 3, it'll be rated 1 with a green circle around it. If it's like 4, 5, 6, kind of in that middle area, it'll be yellow, and if it's like 7, 8, 9, you'll see a red circle around it as well. You can also click on each individual ingredient, and it'll basically tell you what those ingredients are, what it's used for, what its purpose is. But it basically gives you a snapshot of a certain product and all the ingredients, and you can just kind of look down the list really quickly and see what that ingredients list looks like overall. If you pull up an ingredients list and you see a lot of green, then you know you're good to go. If you pull up an ingredients list and you see like 1 or 2 reds, that's usually not too bad depending on what it is, because keep in mind, things that are red are things like even preservatives. There are a lot of people out there that don't like preservatives in their products, but to be honest with you, nowadays we're having a really hard time with a lot of these all-natural, organic type of skincare lines out there, because these products are turning on the shelf before customers can even buy them. Honest Beauty just went through a whole recall they had to do because there was things growing inside of their products. So a specific product got yanked off the shelf here recently. And that is something that I think the beauty industry is kind of going through right now. They're on this big clean kick, and it's like no parabens, no preservatives, everything's gluten free and all of this different stuff. But I get it that preservatives aren't necessarily the best thing in the world, but at the end of the day, if it keeps my product from turning, especially on the shelf before I even get it home, then I don't have a problem with preservatives that stabilize formulas. Can you imagine if organic and natural products are turning on the shelf? Then what are they doing a month before you take them off the shelf and bring them home? What are they doing a month later after that? So a lot of these kind of organic and natural type of things, they sound really good, but just be wary, guys. There's a lot of growing pains that are happening right now in that space. So just keep your eye out for recalls and things like that. Yeah, so that's my little soapbox spiel about that. But so as I say, you know, when you're looking at these kind of websites, don't just think because you see one ingredient that has a red thing next to it, don't flip out, because I think you'll find that there's most products out there have one or two things in it that are red. A lot of it will depend on where it ranks in the ingredients list, etc. Is it towards the top? Is it towards the bottom? So I don't want you to use this tool and freak out about everything that's out there. Just use it to educate yourself and make sure that you're being a smart consumer. Having said that, when we talk about the products in the Kylie Skin Care line, I am going to show you guys just a quick snapshot of the CosDNA rating system so that you can take a look at what it looks like for yourself. All right, now you can get the entire skincare set for $125. Each individual product ranges from $20 to $28 a piece. So I like the price range on this skincare set. I think it makes it accessible and available to everybody. So I was really excited to see that this was not like her makeup brushes and she didn't completely price these products out of the market. So I think that's amazing. So all of the products come in this pretty kind of nude ombre packaging. So all of her products are kind of this nude pink color. So all of the boxes are this nude pink, that ombre into white. So everything comes packaged in boxes that look like this. Now the first product that we're going to talk about is her face wash. We're going to go in order of what your actual skincare routine process would be. So the first thing we're going to talk about is her foaming face wash. You guys, this might be one of my top 3 favorite products in this skincare line. So this is her foaming face wash. This is what it looks like. It has kind of this really liquidy type of consistency. At first I thought, well, this is very watery. It'll be interesting to see how foaming exactly this face wash is. But it has a really beautiful nozzle on it as well. I love the packaging. It feels really, really sturdy. I think this will look beautiful in your bathroom as well. It's just very aesthetically pleasing. But this pump, you guys, it really takes this product and just shoots out a foam in one pump. And I love this face wash. One pump of this face wash will do your entire face. It foams up to such a thick, rich lather. I absolutely love it. Also, this face wash does not strip your face. In other words, when you're done washing your face, It doesn't leave your skin feeling really dry and cracked. It's a very luxurious feeling face wash. It has kiwi seed oil in it. This also is packed with vitamin C and E, so that's going to help you maintain moisture and improve elasticity in your skin as well. It does a great job at removing dirt, oil, and makeup. It's going to really help your complexion stay nice and bright. I really, really like this cleanser. For me, this is going to be a great morning cleanser because this feels amazing on bare skin. At night, I've been able to use this on its own, but I'm a double cleanse too. So I like to go in with a face oil to get my makeup off, and then I go in with an actual cleanser, and that's how I've used this at night. And I have to tell you guys, I am a huge fan of this face wash. One of my favorite face washes prior to this one was the Origins face wash. They have a foaming frothy face wash, their Checks and Balances face wash from Origins. And this is even a little more foamier than that. And the foam with this just feels very thick and luxurious, and it just makes your skin feel like it's getting cleaned. So it doesn't leave any kind of oil or leftover kind of residue, tacky feeling on your face. When you rinse your face off, your face just feels clean. I love face washes like that, and this is a winner. This retails for $24, and we're also going to take a look at the Cause DNA rating here. As you can see, the Cause DNA rating has mainly green, which is a really great sign. We do have some yellow areas on the Cause DNA rating for this, but most of them have to do with fragrance and an anti-static viscosity controlling agent, which really isn't that big of a deal. But as far as the fragrance goes, it is there. It's very mild though, and it's not something that's overwhelming by any means. It's an incredibly mild scent. It just smells clean, and the fragrance ingredient is really low at the bottom. It's like the fourth from the last ingredient, so there's a very little amount in here as well. And then the only other yellow that we see on here is a preservative. So this is a good ingredients list. I'm really surprised. I love this product, you guys. This one's a winner. Next up is a product that is also one of my most loved out of this collection. It was also announced and was quickly one of her most controversial before it even launched, and that is her Walnut Face Scrub. Now, this is the packaging for the Walnut Face Scrub. It comes in a beautiful tube, and you guys, this packaging just feels really luxe. The caps are super, super thick, and so is the plastic. It just doesn't feel cheap. It has a very kind of luxe feel to the packaging as well, which I really, really like. Now, the Walnut Face Scrub, when this first came out, people were like, wow, really? She's going to do walnut face scrubs? Like, we stopped doing that in 1992. And a lot of people were thinking of like St. Ives and that kind of a face scrub. And the reason that that's a problem is because when you have big chunks of walnut or any other kind of abrasive scrub, it can actually cause micro lesions on the skin. It can tear your skin apart and be a big problem. So a lot of people were thinking that's what this was going to be. I got to be honest with you, I was kind of skeptical that that's what this was going to be as well. But I'm happy to report that is not what this is. So this is an incredibly gentle but very, very effective face scrub that if you do before you put your makeup on, you will love the way that your skin looks. So you want to put this on when your face is still damp. You just put a little bit between your fingers and rub it in gentle circular motions on the skin, and this basically acts like an exfoliant. Now, the one thing that they did do with this scrub was they did what's called an RIPT test, which is a repeated insult patch test. And that was done with a panelist of 55 people and supervised by a dermatologist. What an RIPT test is that it looks for basically what it says, the repeated insult to the skin. So it's looking for those microabrasions and micro lesions on the skin that can be caused by an exfoliant. and the test turned out that it showed no irritation or sensitivity in all 55 panelists. So it passed the dermatology standard for RIPT. So that puts that specific concern to bed. It's basically got a nutshell powder in it. So these are very small polished granules in here, but it is enough to exfoliate the skin. In addition to that, this also has squalene in it, which is my personal favorite ingredient. It's a very highly refined moisturizing oil that's going to be great for your skin. If you've been around on this channel for any length of time, you guys know that I love squalene. In addition to that, this also has hyaluronic acid. It also has fruit extracts. You have ginseng extract in here. Now, this particular product is fragrance free, so you don't have to worry about fragrance with this particular product. And I'm so glad that she chose to go that route for people that have fragrance sensitivities. So this is a fragrance-free product and you don't have to worry about that. So the cause DNA results here look really, really good, you guys. We have a lot of green. We have a couple of 3s and 4s, but the 3s and 4s that are in here, again, we're talking about an emulsifier. We're also talking about a preservative as well. So not anything in here as far as an active ingredient or any of the beneficial ingredients are not poorly rated. So overall, mostly green, looks good, nice ingredients list. Her most controversial product actually turned out to be one of my favorites. I really like the way that this performs. Now, this retails for $22. So yeah, that's the Walnut Scrub. Love this one. All right, guys, so next up is her toner. Now, this is a very interesting toner. This is her Vanilla Milk Toner. So this is basically an alcohol-free toner. So this is not going to be a toner that's like an astringent or anything that's going to be super drying to the skin. If anything, this is going to be really hydrating to the skin. I do like the way it hydrates my skin and it makes my skin feel really, really soft. So this toner is what you want to use after you cleanse. You would put this on to tone the skin. It's a very, very gentle toner. It's going to help you replace and replenish the look and feel of your skin. It's formulated with avocado oil, kiwi seed oil, apple extract. It's going to help soothe, tone, restore your natural hydration. It's also going to help you unclog, purify, and minimize the appearance of your pores as well. So again, we're talking about a product that has squalene in it. I love seeing my squalene in here. And again, we have avocado and apricot kernel oil in here, which is going to help you restore hydration in the skin. It's also going to help soothe and soften the skin as well. This is alcohol free, as I stated. It is lightly fragranced. It's classified as a lightly fragranced product. And I basically think that's because there's squalene in it, and there's a lot of different oils in here as well. And sometimes if you don't add a little bit of fragrance, the natural scent of the product can get a little wonky. So they call this lightly fragranced, but at the end of the day, it just smells very clean. There's not really an overwhelming scent to it. So again, not anything that you're gonna be overwhelmed by or really, really smell. The cause DNA results on the Kylie Skin Vanilla Milk are, again, we're talking about all green when the ingredients list is pulled up. We have a couple of 3s and 4s in the yellow, but these are, again, emulsifiers and a preservative. The fragrance that's in here is also rated a 4. Now, we do have one red number 7, and this will be a good example out of the entire ingredients list, and this is packed full with a lot of really good ingredients, so it's quite a long ingredients list. Out of the entire ingredients list, we have benzoyl salicylate. It's basically a sunscreen. In this kind of a form, it's going to be used as a protectant for your skin. But because it can be harsh, anything that can be classified as a sunscreen, they will classify it as having the possibility to irritate your skin. If you've ever put a sunscreen sunscreen on your face before and kind of felt that itchy or that kind of just not comfortable feeling on the skin, a lot of people won't use foundations that have sunscreen in them because their skin doesn't react well to sunscreen, and it can cause rashes and it can kind of cause you to itch. So it has, as an ingredient, it has a higher chance of being an irritant to the skin. Now this is literally, with this big huge long list of ingredients, this is the 4th from the bottom ingredient. So there is a very little tiny amount in here, and if I had to guess, it's probably just enough to give you some environmental protection on the skin, but not really anything that's going to help you when it comes to actually being a good sunscreen. That's why they're not going to market this as a sunscreen. They'll market this as just being like environmentally protecting you from the elements kind of thing. So I don't think there's enough in here that it would irritate your skin, but again, they have to put that on there. So that's a really good example for you guys to see when you're looking at the list of something that can show up, and you really want to look at that ingredient and put it into perspective with where it ranks on the ingredients list and what the actual ingredient itself is. Overall, I love this toner though. So far, so good for me. This is another Erika approved product from her Kylie Skin line. All right, guys, up next is her vitamin C serum. Now, I actually really like this component. It's in this is like a glass, like a pink glass bottle, which I think is fantastic. It does come with a pump. It's a really heavy component. Like, it has some weight to it. So it's like, it's pink. It's pink glass. I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah, so it's a pink glass bottle. And again, this is just her vitamin C serum. Now, this retails for $28. Oh yeah, if I forgot to say, the milk toner retails for $22. So the vitamin C serum is, if I'm not mistaken, this is the most expensive product in her skincare collection, coming in at $28. And it's obvious why, especially because it's a vitamin C serum. This is going to have some more higher end ingredients in it, so it is going to make the retail on it go up a little bit. So again, this is coming in at $28. This is packed with ingredients that are going to help to really penetrate the skin, brighten, and help improve your overall skin health. It also has camellia leaf in here, which is basically an antioxidant, and it's also an anti-inflammatory as well. So I like the combination of those two things, because some people, when they put vitamin C on their skin can get a little bright red and maybe a little angry, because vitamin C can really penetrate the skin. So it's nice to have a calming agent in there as well, just to kind of help soothe and calm things down a little bit. Other than that, I mean, I've seen some serums whose ingredients list just impressed me a little bit more. This is a good basic vitamin C serum. There's not really anything about this that was overly impressive to me, but there are a couple of things on the ingredients list I do want you to take a look at. So when you look at the cause DNA rating for the ingredients list on this particular product, we have obviously a preservative in here. The difference with this preservative is that it is within the top 4 ingredients, and that's because it's a vitamin C serum. Vitamin C serums are infamous for being very unstable, and they're things that do tend to go bad very quickly. So that's not something that's going to be too surprising with a vitamin C serum, is to see that it has a higher amount of a preservative in there. In addition to that, we also have an additional preservative in here. We have some pH adjusters in here that are rated a 3, so that's not bad at all. Some seed oil in here that's acting as a fragrance. So this is not fragrance free. It is going to have a little bit of a scent to it. It's not too overwhelming though, and the fragrance ingredient itself is listed as actually a 1. So it's not an irritating fragrance. It's not something that's going to be a risker for causing irritation on the skin, which is good. But this is a pretty short ingredients list. It is just a basic vitamin C formula. So this isn't something that I was like over the moon about. But It's always good to have vitamin C in your skincare routine. If you're looking for a very basic vitamin C formula, then this will work good for you. I personally like a serum in my skincare routine that packs a little bit more of a punch and addresses, some other additional concerns that I personally have. But if you're like 19 years old and you just want to make sure that you're including a vitamin C in your skincare routine, this would be a good option for you. So other than that, not really impressed with this one, but it's not because it's bad. It's just meh. Okay. Up next, we have her moisturizer. I do really, really like this moisturizer, you guys. It's very light. It's very beautiful. It makes your skin feel really, really glowy. I actually really do like this formula. So it comes in this squeezy tube and it has a pump here. So yeah, it's not in a bottle. This one is actually just in a plastic tube. But the ingredients themselves, when it comes to the moisturizer, so the Cause DNA ingredients list is all green with the exception of the preservatives that are in here, but the ingredients are gorgeous, you guys. She has a lot of really good for you stuff in here, mainly consisting of banana leaf, oat bran, orange peel. There's a lot of glycerin in here, aloe. Shea butter is in here as well, so you really get some good moisturizers working together on your skin. I love the oat bran extract in here, which is really going to help with softening your skin as well. Of course, this is AM and PM, and makeup lays really nice on top of this as well. So this does really good with makeup. It plays well. It leaves a beautiful glow on the skin. I really like her moisturizer, you guys. So this one was one that I was definitely a fan of, and the retail on this is $24 for her moisturizer, and you do get 1.7 fluid ounces in here, so you get pretty good, decent amount in here. This is fragrance free, so her moisturizer doesn't have any fragrance at all to it, which is nice to see. Especially because I think your moisturizer tends to hang around a little bit longer on the skin. I like this. This is a beautiful moisturizer. It sinks in quickly. It plumps the skin up, makes you feel really nice and hydrated, doesn't leave any kind of weird residue, and your makeup lays beautifully on top of it. What else can you ask for out of a moisturizer, you guys? So this was another win out of this line. All right, you guys, last but definitely not least, let's talk about her eye cream. Now, I love eye creams. They're kind of like my favorite thing in the world. So I was really excited to try this, and I was really surprised by this particular product. Now, this only retails for $20. This is the component. It has this really, really pretty applicator here. You know, these are becoming very, very popular. I don't ever use these things. I actually just squirt it out on my fingers. But for those of us that like to leave our eye cream in the fridge and you like to cool this applicator down and use it to apply your eye cream, then that is definitely an option for you. But again, I really like the component on this. Now, this has green tea in it. It has caffeine in it as well. In addition to that, it has vitamin E, pomegranate extracts in here. You guys, there is a lot of different products in here that really help to hydrate your under eye area. But not only that, it's going to help when it comes to fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to help to reduce puffiness, and it's going to help to just kind of get the blood flowing to that under eye area. This is a really good AM type of under eye cream, and that's what I have found, that I use it first thing in the morning and underneath my makeup. Now, this also helps to brighten the under eye area as well, and that's because of the brightening properties that this has to it. So this is a very unique color. It's like a yellow type of color. I don't know if you can really see it there, but this is, it's got like a yellow tinge to it. And when you put it on the eye, and I don't know how much you guys are going to be able to see that, but when you put it on the eye, see how it has this kind of luminosity to it? But that yellow in it also just helps to kind of counteract any darkness that you have underneath the eye. So it just goes a long way to help offset dark circles. So if you've got dark circles underneath the eye, you might really enjoy this eye cream, you guys. I really, really like this eye cream. This is something that I've been enjoying in the daytime when I have to put concealer on top of it because of what it does to help brighten. In addition to the caffeine in the green tea, it gets rid of all of my morning kind of puffy eye syndrome that I deal with first thing in the morning. So for me, for a daytime eye cream, this is absolutely a winner. Now, when it comes to the Cause DNA ratings, this also surprisingly does really, really well. Now, this actually has quite a long ingredients list, you guys, because there are a lot of ingredients in this eye cream. Everything from glycerin all the way down to different kinds of rice. And like I said, you have even a little bit of pigment in there, which is where you get that kind of luminosity coming from to help hide your dark circles. So, and then you also have a lot of your extracts in here as well. Man, this thing is just packed full of ingredients, and it's all green, you guys. We have, as always, the couple, let's see, we have like 1, 2, 3 yellows, but they're only 3s and 4s, and we're looking at, we have a preservative, of course, and then we have an antioxidant in here, which is rated a 3, which means it might be a little bit of an irritant, but that's it. So overall, you guys, this looks good. I mean, I have to say this because I was expecting this skincare line to be a disaster, you guys. I was like, Kylie Jenner needs to stick to makeup. She should not venture into the skincare arena. I just didn't feel like the brand had a sophistication to it that I thought that it would need in order to be able to do skincare and do it appropriately. The one thing I feel like is missing from the skincare is there isn't any kind of treatment. So treatment for like mature skin, or, you know, a variety for like oily skin, dry skin, combination skin. But when I sat back and I thought about it, Kylie's demographic is very, very young people, young folks. And young folks don't need any of that product. All they need is a very basic skincare regimen, mainly to get them in the habit of taking care of their skin as they get older. And that is exactly what this is. If I had a 16-year-old at home and I wanted to get her into the habit of taking care of her skin, this line would be perfect for her. Now, if you're more mature, like me, you probably want some products that are a lot more specific to different concerns that you have. Targeted treatments, toners that actually target fine lines and wrinkles, moisturizers that actually work to help stimulate cell turnover and help trigger collagen production. We look for skincare that includes a lot more active ingredients in it. And I have to admit, most of my skincare like that is my night routine, because for me, I have found that for my daytime routine, the more skincare I'm laying on my face during the day, the more I have to fight with my makeup when it comes to makeup application. So in the morning, I go with a very minimalist approach to skincare. I just want to do a basic cleanse, a basic tone, a basic moisturize, and an eye cream, and be done. So I don't really go in with a lot of targeted treatments during the day. This, for me, is a beautiful daytime set as well. So even if you are older or middle-aged, I think this would be a really nice daytime set. Some standouts for me, if I had to tell you or make a recommendation about maybe a couple of things from this line to get, I would recommend the Walnut Face Scrub. This is a great exfoliant, and it does a really good job exfoliating the skin and making your skin nice and smooth and ready for makeup application. I love the Walnut Scrub. The eye cream is a beautiful daytime eye cream, and if you deal with dark circles, you might really like that tint that's in here as well. So this is a great daytime eye cream. And then I think I have to say my overall favorite has got to be this cleanser. I am such a fan of this cleanser, you guys. I really, really like this cleanser. This is a great first thing in the morning, nice, bright, wake me up type of product, and I really like it. So I think this might be my favorite product out of the entire line. Overall, you guys, I was surprised. Kylie Skin is Erika approved. I think, you know, it may not be up to a lot of people, like, you know, maybe in their 30s and higher kind of standards, because like I said, we look for a lot more in our skincare. You know what, guys, for the young ones, I think this is actually perfect. I think she knows her demographic. So overall, great job, Kylie Skin. I think this one was pretty good. All right, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I am always curious to hear what your thoughts are on products like this. I am still kind of in shock over it all. I did not think I was going to like this skincare line. So definitely let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Don't forget, I am going to leave the links to Cause DNA and some other articles about skincare so you guys can feel free to research ingredients on your own, because I always want you guys to be very, very educated when you're making your buying choices, especially when it comes to your skin. If you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at ErikaApproved. And if it's your first time here, make sure you subscribe before you leave. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and give me a like, because that helps the channel out a lot. And as always, I hope all of you are very happy and very healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah!